So, this is Lithuania and this is lake swimming. This is what you do in the summer when it's hot in Lithuania. But the water is very cold, as I shall now demonstrate.
Hi, I'm Claire.
And I'm Sam.
And we're next stop everywhere. Speaking Noel, Lithuania.
Which means?
Hello from Lithuania.
That's
I
right.
hope.
That's right. Well, I hope that's right. But we are in Lithuania. How cool is this?
Yeah.
I think I say that everywhere we go. How cool is this?
But it's now feeling very different.
It does feel very different. So we are in the centre of Vilnius. Vilnius is the capital of Lithuania. And as you can tell, it's a bit quiet.
Yeah, we got up early this morning.
Why is it so quiet, Claire?
It is currently 8:30 on a Sunday morning.
We arrived into Vilnius on a Saturday evening and decided that we were just knackered, so we just basically went to bed and I got up early and decided to come for a little walk around Vilnius Old Town.
While the light was nice.
While the light's lovely, and there's nobody here.
No.
And it's absolutely stunning, as you will have seen from some of the shots just before we started saying things in Lithuanian.
Yes.
It's gorgeous here. It's absolutely beautiful. Not really a lot to say about Vilnius yet because we haven't learnt a lot, but
No.
we're going to have a bit of a wander around the old town,
And explore.
maybe snaffle some breakfast from
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, we found a lovely little bagel place. Just got to wait for it to open.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
It is a Sunday morning, but it seems okay.
Google says it's going to open soon.
There we go. And then we're going to go and see, I think you said something rather special.
Yeah, it's...
But
Oh.
let's let the viewers find out, shall we? That's what you got to see. I learned about this about YouTube. You got to like hook them in and then drag them through the video.
Oh, okay.
So if we say, we're doing something really special.
Here's a carrot. Follow the carrot.
So basically, at the moment, Vilnius is lovely, Lithuania is charming, and we're looking forward to. I guess we're going to have about a week here, aren't we?
Yeah, about a week.
And the plan is to travel from here in Vilnius in the eastern side of Lithuania. I always get confused. The eastern side of Lithuania, across, sort of diagonally across Lithuania, all the way to the coast.
Yeah, sort of northwest-ish.
Yeah, all the way to the coast to see some beautiful beaches before we head up into Latvia. So here's hoping you enjoy your little tour of Lithuania as much as we are planning to enjoy it as well.
Fingers crossed. So these are electric scooters. Rentable electric scooters. You've just got to download an app and off you go effectively. You're charged for it, obviously. We've seen them in Germany, Poland, and now here in Lithuania. They're definitely going to be coming to the UK. They're so successful.
Breakfast.
Fresh bagels.
Coffee. Perfect. So that was the palace of the Grand Dukes of Lithuania.
Yep.
I mean, quite an amazing place. And the most amazing thing about it is it's not original.
No.
I mean, look at it. It's quite...
It blends in very well.
It's quite a building, but it's not actually the original structure.
No.
This next door, so the
cathedral.
is the original cathedral, but this was actually
demolished. Well, it suffered. We won't go too deep into the history.
Yeah, because if you come, you're going to want to look into the history yourself.
Yeah.
But it's been fascinating, hasn't it?
So effectively, there wasn't an heir. They were defeated. There
was a big war
Yeah.
between the Muscovites, so essentially the Russians, the Polish, and the Lithuanians.
Yes.
And in the course of that war, the Muscovites took Vilnius.
Yes.
I think when was this sort of the
Pillaged. This is the late 1700s.
So they took Vilnius and basically pillaged the Grand Palace and sent all of the treasures back to Moscow.
Yeah. That didn't destroy it. It was still here after that. I mean, it was damaged, and then it was the War of 1812 that really did it in.
That damaged it completely.
Yeah.
And then obviously after Lithuania passed, well, it was actually after Lithuania passed into Soviet control.
I believe it was after 1812 that
because it was destroyed in the 1800s, wasn't it?
It became Russia. So this part obviously became Russia.
Part of the Grand Soviet Union.
Yeah, effectively. And it was completely destroyed as part of the wiping out of previous history.
In the early 1800s?
Yes.
Yeah, so forget the Second World War, that's not right. But in the 1800s, the Soviet government, or the Soviet rulers at the time...
The early 1800s,
The rulers of the time were trying to basically Russianize, Russification they called it, didn't they?
Yes.
Russianize history.
Rewriting history, so it didn't exist.
So any trace of the history of the Grand Dukes who used to rule over Lithuania
and had quite a lot of power over Europe.
Yeah, was completely and utterly destroyed.
Yes.
And then this was only rebuilt. The plans for it were started to take.
The foundation
in the
group.
80s, weren't they?
The group started in 1988, but it didn't get enough money and enough stuff to carry on with until 2002. They started building this in 2002, and it took them 16 years.
So it only opened in
2018.
2018. That's right, because that's 16 years.
Yeah, and it's all climate controlled.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing place.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you come to Vilnius, it's probably one of the biggest, most famous attractions in all of Lithuania. Actually, this amazing rebuilt Grand Palace.
One little tip for you: go on a Sunday because it's free.
It is free indeed.
Free Sundays.
I think one thing that I took from the museum that I didn't realise was actually in the sort of 16th, 17th, 18th century.
Early 18th
century.
Yeah.
I'm good with centuries, mate. Lithuania was huge. As a country, it was massive. It covered from where Latvia is now, all through Lithuania and down through Belarus, right almost down to the Adriatic, down at the bottom.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And it was because of the size, it was a real centre for politics and culture here across this eastern part of Europe. And, there was a big bloom in kind of Renaissance art. There were operas written here. It was absolutely huge. And it was only after a succession of wars that the land shrunk and essentially became part of Russia.
Yeah.
And now it's... Lithuania is obviously an independent nation
country,
and part of the European Union, and it's completely blossomed
It has.
over the last few years. In fact, Vilnius is absolutely gorgeous. It really, really is.
Highly recommend visiting.
Yes, it's rather warm today, as you can tell. The sunglasses are on. It's rather toasty.
Yes.
And from Vilnius, we are going to sort of go
Coastal.
diagonally. This is my diagonal. Diagonally, I've got to stop doing things like this, haven't I?
Yeah, you just
diagonally.
He's going to end up hitting me in the
across
face.
Lithuania until we reach the coast. Also,
there's a train.
There's a train. Look at that. Can we go on it? Actually, I think it's for kids.
I think it is. No, there are adults on it, but it's a little electric train.
Anyway, let's savour the last few bits of Vilnius and hit the road bound for the coast.
Yes. So we're at a lovely little campsite. Well, I say campsite, it's more a family home.
Well, it's I think it's an art school as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like an art commune.
Lukensku Namu. Now, I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm trying.
Yeah, Lukensku Namu camping is what we think it's called. And it's beautiful. It really is. We're here in a very, very remote and rural part of Lithuania. We're about an hour outside of Vilnius now, heading towards the coast. And it's gorgeous. We've got everything we need here. There's a toilet and a shower.
Yep, the family are
the
lovely.
family are fantastic. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely roasting today, as you can see. And this is probably the best bit about this campsite.
Yes.
They have their own amazing, beautiful lake right at the bottom of the hill.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but I'm going to take a dip in there because it looks really, really inviting.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
So, I'm not a swimmer, but even I'm in the water.
Yeah, Claire doesn't really swim, but even she's in. Just because it's such a hot day here in
And if
Lithuania.
you're under the water, the horseflies can't get you.
That's the truth. It's such a warm day,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's
it got
beautiful.
up to, what, the mid-20s today? But
I'd
it
say,
felt a lot hotter.
it touched a real feel of like 30, so
Yeah, so
pretty darn warm.
this is the way to cool down.
How is it?
Refreshing.
It's nice, isn't it?
Doggy paddle, right?
It is lovely. Absolutely beautiful.
Can't complain, can you?
No, this is if this is what Lithuania is like, then I'm sold.
I think most of Europe do lake swimming, don't they?
Yeah, we just haven't done a lot of it because it's been too cold, but this is the perfect opportunity for it. It's beautiful. So just coming back up from the lake, it's also worth pointing out that this is like a sort of communal campground area. So you've got a space here where you can have a campfire, and then what the family are doing, which is amazing, is that building there is a sauna. And if you ask them very nicely, they'll light it for you, and you can spend some time in really hot temperatures in the sauna, and then go and chuck yourself in the lake off the little jetty down there. That's proper brilliant and proper Lithuanian. So after a refreshing lake swim, the beers are cold, the food is on the barbie, and we're looking forward to settling in just for a nice relaxing evening. Cheers!
Hello from a very sunny
Lithuania.
as you would expect. Last night in the art school, I mean, that was just
Wow, yeah.
gorgeous, wasn't it? Absolutely amazing. Thank you to those guys. It's just, if you do get a chance to travel through Lithuania, make sure you stop in at Lemesky?
Namai. With people know it,
I'm looking at you for
yeah, no,
clarification.
don't look at me.
Lemesku Namai,
Namu.
which is about an hour outside of Vilnius.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful place. And now we're here at what looks like another wonderful campsite. It is
Meadow Slenis.
Medaus Slenis. Well, Lithuanian's really hard. Medaus Slenis, which translates to
Honey Valley.
So this beautiful, absolutely beautiful campsite was set up by a local man who was a beekeeper and a thatcher.
Yes.
So Honey Valley is literally because he makes his own honey here, doesn't he?
Yes, he was purely honey thatching, but camping brings in more money. So
Camping makes more money than
if
honey.
you've got land
honey.
like this,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's such a lovely guy.
Yeah.
His English, which turns out he learnt from a tape.
We found out he learned English from a cassette tape, listening to a cassette tape,
Yep,
which
he's
is
never
impressive.
He's never been.
It just knows English from a cassette tape. It's a great little place. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
There's a really nice little quirk that he does, that when you stay here, he's got a whole selection of flags in the reception, and when you stay here and tell him your nationality, he puts your flag on a little sign outside.
Yep.
So at the moment there's Lithuanian flags, there's Estonian flags, there's
Yep.
German flags, and then there's one lowly GB flag,
Well,
thanks to us.
He only has one flag per country. You get the idea. We are the only Brits.
Yeah, as we have been for this entire trip.
Yes.
The site here has got everything you could want from a site. You get toilets, you get showers, you get electric.
Although this one, we've discovered, in Lithuania, the showers seem to be included in the price.
Yes, thank you, Lithuania. No more putting euros in a little meter to get 5 minutes of hot water.
No.
The showers are included. So this site is everything you could want. It's got, bins and all that kind of stuff. All the basics you need. It's got a decent motorhome service point. There is access to a beach, a sand beach on the river,
Yep.
which is about 300 meters away from the site. Which again looks absolutely stunning. And it's been great, hasn't it? It's lovely. It's what a fantastic little site. Anyway, there is one thing we haven't done since we arrived in Lithuania. What is that, Claire?
Oh, the sticker.
It's that time again. Let's put the Lithuanian flag on the back of our wonderful motorhome. Good morning from Draverna Camp. Yes, last night we spent the night here. It was actually a roasting hot night, but this morning I've got my fleece on because, as you can tell, it's quite breezy. Draverna Camp itself is probably more of like a holiday cottage style resort with a sort of mini touring park in front of it. So as you can see where our van is parked just there, and there's other vans parked along this sort of waterway here. Behind that there's kind of these really nice chalets, and behind that there's kind of holiday cottages, and there's a spa and a pool and stuff like that. We just stayed because it was the right place to be. Dravena Camp is on the, I guess if you're American, or as I would know it, it's called an intracoastal waterway. So it's kind of the waterway between a spit of land and the Baltic Sea. It's not quite on the Baltic, but we're almost there. So we have driven diagonally across Lithuania now to meet where we rejoin the Baltic. So we're back on the Baltic coast, sort of. Once we get up into the next city, which is I think it's called Klaipeda or Klaipeda, I'm not entirely sure. Once we get there, we actually rejoin the Baltic. So our proper big Baltic coastal adventure will continue as we move into Latvia. The site here has been pretty good. It's had everything we needed, and as we said about Lithuania before, everything is included in the price. So electricity, showers, water, toilets, all that stuff is included in the price, which is great. I think it was 20 euros for the night, which again is not as cheap as Poland was, but it's pretty reasonable. So today we are going to head hopefully into Klaipeda or Klaipeda. I need to figure out what it is before we get there. And then that should be our last day here in Lithuania. Tomorrow should be our last day before we head over the border into Latvia. So hopefully we'll be able to show you a few nice sights of Klaipeda or Klaipeda, and finish off our little Latvia adventure in some style.
That was Klaipeda, and I believe Sam's got some facts.
Yes, I do. Thanks to my superior knowledge and, well, moral use of Google. Anyway. So Klaipeda Klaipeda, which I still think is right, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Klaipeda is the third biggest city here in Lithuania, and it's got quite a history to it. So it was originally founded by Teutonic knights in the 1250, in the year 1250. They were invited by the duke who owned that part of land to come and basically build a castle. So what they did was they built a castle.
Or a castle.
They built a castle, because that's how you say it properly, a castle. They built a castle and called the castle Memlenberg. After that, because the castle was there, mainly a little village grew up around it, mainly consisting of German craftsmen. So Germans were drawn there to kind of populate the settlement around the castle. So it became an inherently Germanic area, basically. And the two languages evolved over time. So German and the Lithuanian language were spoken at the same time in Memlenberg, which became Klaipeda. Klaipeda, funnily enough, actually is an old Lithuanian word meaning bread eater, because a lot of the land around the castle and around the town was there for agricultural purposes, and they grew like cereal crops to make bread and things like that. So
very interesting.
it's the city of bread eater, which I quite like, city of bread eater. Skip forward again to the Second World War, and the Nazis were demanding the return of the Klaipeda region back to Germany, because they said it belongs to us because of the Germanic history there. So we want that part of Lithuania back. It belongs to Germany.
Oh, isn't land grabbing fun?
So they eventually marched in and just took it. And then as part of the German advances across Europe in the Second World War, pretty much all of Lithuania fell to the Germans anyway. The end of the Second World War, obviously, the Soviets and the Allied forces won, so the Soviets swept in to liberate this town, liberate Klaipeda, and found there was about 20 people there. Usually the town consisted of about 60,000, but
where did they all go?
Well, they were really worried because they knew that the town had a Germanic history, and they thought, well, the Soviets will just come in and basically massacre us because we're Germans.
Oh dear.
So they all legged it. But the Soviets didn't do that. They came in and basically became part of the Lithuanian SSR, so part of the United Soviet States of Russia. And it lasted that way up until the independence of Lithuania, which we talked about
so 1989
previously, I think 1989. And now Klaipeda is busy, bustling place. It's one of the most. It's Lithuania's biggest port. Bearing in mind, Lithuania doesn't have a massive coastline, but it's also a very significant port for imports and exports through the European Union into Russia.
Yes.
And it's kind of a bustling, booming little town now. But that is your history lesson about Klaipeda. I'm just full of knowledge, aren't I? I'm full of something anyway. So Claire, where are we now? Apart from sat on a lovely bench under this sort of
lean-to,
gazebo-y, lean-to-y thing.
Karkelbeck.
Is that where we are, or is that just you just making random noises at me?
No, Karkelbeck.
So we are at Karkelbeck Camping and Guest House.
Yes.
Which, as you may have seen before this, I haven't edited yet, so I'm not sure which way it's going to go. You may have seen before this. Is a very beautiful little campsite. Kind of everything you want here. It's a real special place for us to finish our little trip through Lithuania.
Although there is a storm blowing in.
There is a storm blowing in. It's getting a bit breezy, but it's the perfect end to a really lovely little trip, isn't it? Unfortunately, we haven't been able to spend massive amounts of time here in Lithuania, but we are
coming back.
We are coming back because we're going to be going south again. So hopefully we'll see some more of Lithuania.
Yes.
But for now, that was just a taster, wasn't it?
It was
a little appetizer,
and it was nice. I enjoyed it.
It was lovely. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed the places, the people.
The people were lovely. The places were great. The scenery was spectacular.
The language is complicated.
The beer was awesome. That's what matters to me anyway. So all that leaves us to say is thank you from thank you from Claire, thank you from thank you from my Claire and I. Thank you from both of us for sticking with Next Stop Everywhere. Thank you for joining us on this little jaunt through Lithuania. This ramble. I have been rambling, but this ramble through Lithuania. It's a magical little country. It really is. It's got such a massive history that we
had
barely touched on.
Barely scratched the surface.
Lithuanian is the oldest language in the world. We've been told that quite a few times.
Quite a few times. Like most people will have heard of Sanskrit. Apparently, it's developed from Lithuanian.
Lithuanian is possibly the oldest language in the world. So, if you come into Lithuania, get stuck into the history. It's absolutely fascinating. The scenery is wonderful. The people are charming. And it's got everything you could want from a little trip to a Baltic state, isn't it?
Definitely.
So come with your motorhome, come with your caravan. You can do whatever you want. Fly in, go to Vilnius, fly into somewhere beautiful, and experience some lovely bits of Lithuania.
Yes.
Anyway, we shall now finish with a customary glass of alcohol and a glass of alcohol.
Yes.
And we shall say,
It's
Fikada. Thanks for watching. Enjoy our adventures? Check out some more below.
Tap or click our logo to subscribe. And don't forget, you can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.
This avocado should just be thrown away. Alright, all the windows closed, no more bugs get in.
Yeah.
Sunglasses. You have your sunglasses?
Yeah.
Should I bring my rain jacket?
Yeah.
That it? Ready?
Yeah. Damn, this is a two-handed operation.
Today is day 2 in Jurmala, Latvia. But we are leaving Latvia today and going to our 59th country.
Today we're going to Lithuania, which is like a 2-hour drive from where we are now. And we're going to this really interesting looking place that I found online called the Hill of Crosses. It's a hill that has over 100,000 crosses on it.
100,000?
Yeah, I really don't know very much about it, but it looked crazy online, so we wanted to drive and check it out.
Another day trip to another country. I love Europe.
Europe's making our country count easy on us. To be fair, we should probably be spending more time in each of these countries, but we're never going to reach our goal of 100 if we don't do little stuff like this.
Let's go. The drive into Lithuania was super easy. We didn't get stopped to show our passports or anything. Now we're here.
Took about 2 hours. It is now 1 p.m. I won't say the drive was like the prettiest road trip that I've ever done in my life, but it's a part of the world that I also never thought I would see. It was just perfectly flat and then fields on both sides the entire 2 hours.
And we passed like 100 tractors.
I've never seen so many tractors in one drive. It was crazy. But I still have no earthly idea what they grow here because all of the fields were cut. Like they must have like just cut all of the fields. It kind of looked like wheat, but they grow a lot of something.
Keep waiting to go to a country that's really warm and I can wear out my dresses and pickups that I packed. But it's been really cold since like Brussels.
Yeah, it's August.
Yeah, I don't
I guess we're a bit further north than I thought we would be. I just assumed like all of Europe is on the same like latitudinal, that's not a word for sure. It's at the same latitude as like Tennessee in North America.
It's cold.
Where we come from, August is hot. Here it is, the 100,000 crosses.
Here they are.
What are you doing?
Look at them.
It's pretty good. It's huge.
I know, but it's cool. Apparently amber is a thing here, so there's amber everything. Necklaces, earrings, rings, bracelets. It's beautiful. I kinda want one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I love my new amber ring.
So we've only been here for 5 minutes and we're already making our second purchase. We are buying a cross to add to the hill. There's a sign to read about it. At the present, some 200,000 crosses of various sizes adorn the hill. The Hill of Crosses gained immense significance in the lives of Lithuanian believers during the Soviet era as a sign of resistance to the totalitarian regime.
Also, this was only €2. Normally, touristy things like this, if you have to buy something to participate, it's so overpriced and we never do it. This was a great deal, so I'm super excited.
On first impression, the hill is much, much smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I expected like a mountain of crosses, but it is appropriately named the Hill of Crosses
Not the
because
Mountain of Crosses.
that's what it is a very small hill.
All the pictures I had seen, I guess people were like close to the ground, like facing their camera up. So in my head, like it was like this thing that I had to look up to like this, but it's pretty much at eye level. It's still extremely impressive. I mean, there's 200,000 plus crosses over here, but it's just funny we were both like, oh,
It's a hill.
This is a ton of crosses. Even the crosses have crosses hanging on them.
This place is crazy. There's just no way we could possibly capture how many crosses are here. Also, I have no clue who came up with the 200,000 number because I do not know how you could possibly count this many crosses.
So we've written on our cross and we left lots of space for other people. If you want to find it, you can sign it too. We're going to show you where to go. So this is the entrance, the big cross in the middle, and we chose a spot to plant it this way. Make a right at this wooden Mary and Jesus statue. We're planting it right here. Here?
Further back.
Here?
Yeah. Doesn't look very stable. No, it's already falling over.
Day.
So we've done a little bit more research online while we've been here, trying to figure out like how this hill came to be. And what we've learned is that they think in the 1830s is when they first started putting crosses here. And that was when the Lithuanians and the Polish rebelled against the Russian Empire. I don't know if that's the right word for it. But basically that's when they started putting crosses on this hill. And then it's been used as a memorial for a bunch of different things between now and then. But one of the most interesting things that we learned is that this hill has actually been bulldozed multiple times when Lithuania was under Soviet rule. So there's probably like this many crosses that are under the dirt here, which is pretty crazy to think about. And they even tried to build a dam to flood this whole area so the Lithuanians would stop planting more crosses. People just continued to plant and plant and plant. And I think as more tourists start to come here and the crosses are super cheap out front, it's just only going to continue to grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. We can stay till 9:52 for €1.
Perfect. Siri, where are we?
You're on Byte Auto Gap 76A88, Siaulimi.
Siaulimi. S with the squiggle, I-A-U-L-A-I-A. I tried to TripAdvisor places to eat lunch on the way over here, and there were very few options. So I'm thinking this isn't a super touristy town because nobody rates anything here. Or maybe there's just 4 restaurants here. We'll see. It smells like bacon. We found a huge walking street, so this is feeling promising for a good restaurant.
Huge might be a bit of an exaggeration.
Is it? Look how far it goes.
Huge for where we are.
This is a huge walking street.
So I think we've pretty much walked down the entire main street, looked at every single restaurant, and finally picked one.
We picked one that has the fried bread that we had the first night that we were in Riga.
It was like the best garlic bread we had ever had, so that made the decision for us.
Half the menus we looked at weren't in English, which we love, and then the other half of the restaurants weren't even open. Like, this is a huge street and there's no people.
It is a kind of it has a weird feel.
I love restaurants that have blankets. This is so fun.
So it's they have a mushroom bake. It's mushrooms, potatoes, carrots, onions, and cream cheese.
Pancakes with meat filling.
Ooh.
Are you ready? Oh no.
I think we need them. Do you have any suggestions?
Everything looks very I don't know. We're gonna get the fried, or no. Fried bread with cheese. Okay. The potato pancakes with meat filling, and the fried dumplings with mushroom sauce. Okay. Look at this cheese sauce. Yes.
Being such a weirdo.
I love fried bread and cheese with garlic. I mean, does it get any better than that? This is totally different than the bread we had in Latvia. First of all, it's a different color. The Latvian bread was like almost black. It's not nearly as garlicky. There's just a little bit of garlic. The Latvian bread, you just took one bite and you could taste garlic the rest of the week. Just a big fried mushroom ball with cheese on it.
We couldn't do it. We had to throw in the napkin. I'm pretty sure we are gonna die a few days early for that meal, but it was delicious.
It was. And we passed a really cool church on our drive into the city, so we're gonna go check it out, and then we're probably gonna go home.
Yeah. Pretty good day in Lithuania so far. Does this church remind anybody else of Disney World? It kind of reminds me of the Magic Kingdom castle.
Yeah, the one that Tinkerbell flies out of.
Does she?
I think she used to. I haven't been since I was younger.
Feeling a hunchback conversation coming on again. And now we have a 2-hour drive back to Jurmala the same way we came, so we're going to end the vlog here.
We hope you enjoyed watching our 59th country of Lithuania.
Back to Latvia and then to a new country the next day.
Crazy.
All right, so it's 6 a.m. right now, I think. No, it's 4. What time is it? It's 4:30? I've never been to Europe before. I've never been out of the country besides Mexico and Canada. So I have been out of the country, but guess what? I haven't been to Europe or anywhere over there. I have a coffee. It's 5:30 a.m. Normally, this is when I go to bed in about an hour. 6:30 is when I go to bed. But now it's my good morning time instead of my good night time. So, we are going to Lithuania. Me and RR. I live in a purple apartment and have a living room bed. So she is 100% Lithuanian. Oh. We have a blue room. Looks like Tiffany & Co. Coffee makes me feel better inside. Why we're going is so I can see her hometown where she grew up for like 6 years, I believe it was, and meet her grandparents, because nobody besides like one of her friends has met her grandparents, so that's what we're doing. Outfit of the day, short shorts and the coolest socks ever. So we're in the Uber. And I'm tired. I'm really tired.
Unfortunately, we're unable to find seats at this time. Please take your dog with you. Fuck you.
Who's your favorite WWE wrestler?
Snow Cone Cold.
This is my first time seeing Euros ever, actually.
Do you want to feel them?
Yeah, I've never actually seen them. What does it feel like? Let me give a nice little review of what Euros feel like. It feels like happiness. Tell me where to go.
Which a dog said on YouTube 10 years ago. I will find that video one day because the dog was saying woof and woof.
What is it?
Woof. 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 Woof.
It was saying left
It
and
was
right.
talking. Yeah.
You mean it was just barking?
It was a seeing eye dog.
So we've walked down this hallway and back twice because she can't decide if she wants to go to the lounge or not. So So we've walked down that hallway towards that end. You see that tiny little hall at the end? And then we walk here and back twice, because she can't decide if we're going to the lounge. So are we going to the lounge?
No. Dude, I mean we can, but should I run? I can run. I can see if there's an end.
There's never an end.
Wait, maybe we should try. I can't
Are you fucking kidding me?
I can't decide. I'd be such a bad leader.
But I know I'd be a good leader, but you always try to be a
Well,
leader.
decide. What do you think? Do you think we should go?
Should I stay or should I go? If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, there will be double. So we should probably go.
Should we just really speed walk?
It's an easy answer, because
speed
if
walk
you
really
stay, there's
fucking
double trouble. So what are you thinking about getting?
I don't know. Maybe a yogurt parfait.
I mean, I think it's worth the money. $8 for a yogurt parfait. $8. Or we can get a quesadilla for $20. That could work. So we decided on the
Yin yang salad.
yin yang salad.
Bagged lettuce.
It's just bagged lettuce.
And fucking tofu. Oh, I thought there was a hair on it. I got so scared for a second.
I think it is a hair on it.
No. Oh my god, you're right. I did spill it.
So we made it.
We made it.
We're not in Lithuania
People thought I
yet.
was young. Tell them. Tell them.
People didn't think she was young. No, I'm kidding. People thought she was like 15 years old. They had to ask for her age.
Anti-pasty.
So we're on the wing of a big plane on the way to Helsinki. Not hell floaty, but we got the cameras on deck. Let's go shake it up.
How do you feel?
Like I'm in another world. So over here, we're in the Finnish airport. We made it to, what is it?
Helsinki.
Helsinki. As you see, there's a Whopper plus beer. Only 10 euros. You can add a beer to your Whopper at the airport. Never heard a better deal. Getting drunk and eating Whoppers. So we made it to Finland, and this is the plane that we're taking behind us. It has propellers. So hopefully we make it. We made it to Lithuania. The only reason why she wanted to come back.
Žirdi.
The snow peas. Snap peas. Žirniai.
Radom kirmilą. Kirmilą radom. So this is my grandparents' garden. And this is like one of their gardens, like in the back of their house. And
Oh.
these are black currants, black currant bushes.
They're not black pasts or futures. Double fisting currants.
Double fisting.
Honestly, I think this is my new favorite fruit. Well, maybe not.
You can take a bite. It's a little sour.
I never have to leave the garden. I bit the forbidden fruit.
I was just gonna say it's like an Adam and Eve thing. Oh, agraste. Really good. There's something else. Agraste.
Do they make things about out of these?
Not sure.
Well, it tastes like it comes from the grape family.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's like a sour grape. We got black currants, cherries, apples, other pretty things. It's so, honestly, I would love a place like this. I feel like I'm eating a poisonous berry. It's nature's Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah. This is my grandparents' part of their backyard. This tree is as old as me. It was planted around when I was born, so it's huge now.
It's a shame you didn't get that tall.
It's right. Really good vitamins, the black currants.
Ooh,
Very good vitamin
good.
C. Excellent. Yeah.
And And then over here we got tomatoes.
Look at that little cucumber.
Oh, cute. And then what are all this? What is all this? English. I don't know English.
Cabbage. Onion.
It smells like onion.
Carrots.
I feel like I'm in a wonderland of fruit and vegetables. Wow, I can be in this garden all day and eat everything. Have you ever had Tang with a monkey on it?
I have not.
Like the chimpanzee? It's just nature's Tang. I'll show you the commercials later.
Okay. It's so good.
We got the blackberry jam.
Natural sour cream.
Natural sour cream.
Like non-American, like
You don't. What I said to Ari is you don't know what chemicals taste like in your food until you have something that has no chemicals in it. And also, can we talk about this view? Not only this view right here, but this view. Oh my lord. I just figured out what I want to do in life. I want a garden. But my garden, no one else's garden. I don't want to be a gardener. I honestly would love to have a garden house with apples and peaches. It's always been my dream since Animal Crossing. So, part 10 of this 24-course meal. We got dessert cheese. And we got one of these little sharky things. I feel like I'm doing this.
Dude, it's hitting me now, because after I'm eating, I'm gonna be like, I need a
Yeah, I mean, we were flying for like a whole day.
17 hours.
And we slept like 3 hours on the plane, and we didn't sleep at all the day before, so we slept 3 hours in the past 2 days.
Yeah, that's why I don't look good. Please don't judge me. Please don't judge me.
No, you look great. Now tell me I look great, so we can
That's
seek
fine.
validation from each other.
You look great.
Thank you, you look great too.
Thank you.
That's fucking good. I think it's better than Bondi. Explain to me again what you just brought.
So this is the back of a pig. This is super freaking delicious. This is the side of a pig. There used to be more meat on it, but it just they don't sell it like that anymore. The skin, it's like on the bottom of this that I just cut off, and I just chew it like gum. I know I'm weird, but I'm super European, and I want you to try it. Just chew it like
You
gum.
want me to chew this?
Yeah, just chew it like gum. Like put it all in your mouth, and like the bottom part just like melts, and it's just so good. That's so good. Just like suck on it.
I'm chewing it, and my first thought was like, what is in my mouth? And then and then it started like making me cough. It's so smoky that it's like almost like smoking inside of me. It's like bacon mixed with a bonfire. So this is a second basement?
Yeah, it's like the smell of
So do you guys ever come down here and hang out? I feel like I just went down to the catacombs.
These are pumpkins.
Pumpkins?
Yeah,
So you guys have a secret garden too?
yeah.
And a garden.
Słodko zdarza. That's... Oh, hush. You look at, like...
That is really cool. I love the size of the door.
Oh, I... Oh.
Close.
Oh, wait.
Oh, and then there's another basement over here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, so there's a... Okay, so there's a room for pool.
Yeah, look at all that.
This is the upstairs to that place.
Oh, I never picked up. That's the VCR player.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
It looks like Shrek. He kicks out. What are you doing in my swamp? This reminds me of Dwight's place.
Yeah, dude, it is.
Oh my gosh, this is literally shroom farms. Do they grow cannabis?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably not.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
This is it right here.
Grandpa built this.
Arita Farm.
Underneath here, my balls used to drop so My grandpa used to go under there and get my balls. That came out so bad.
My balls dropped in
I used to
about
jump
8th
over
grade.
this bush all the time. It's overgrown, but I used to leap over it back and forth.
Do you think you can now?
No.
Try to Michael Jordan it.
Are you serious?
No, you're gonna hurt yourself. Is it really only this tall when you walk inside? You have to crawl through the whole thing?
No.
A shrinking potion would be so
I
cool.
used to climb on these too, dude. I used to be all like...
How cute would it be if like I made it into a whole thing where it's like we're like little kids walking on things and it like goes back in time?
Short film. There used to be carrots, everything here. They just didn't. They don't come back here anymore. And there used to be jidni all over here.
Oh, so they used to plant everywhere
They're
then,
starting
huh?
to transfer their garden more into the actual home, so they don't have to go back here every day. You know, and travel. See how long it took us to get here?
That's creepy up there on top of the.
That's our fucking. That's what I grew up with.
Oh, this is shrinking berries. You eat
Yeah,
them,
shrinking berries.
and then you go into the house. This is so Lithuanian, by the way.
Right?
What is that?
This is what I told you grows on the side of the house.
What is that?
It's like a mini watermelon.
Is it a little watermelon?
Oh, see, they're right here. Look. See? I told you it grows on the roof. This is where you can come weekends.
Used to what?
Weekends here. Oh, little Santa.
Well, Santa.
I used to read this little...
Read this to me.
I'll read this to you before bed. I thought this was always so funny. Like, it's like on a...
Is it an owl?
I don't know what it is.
So they have a living room bed like us.
It's upstairs?
Yes.
Grandpa used to sleep upstairs here when everything was, you know, cleaning out. My grandma
It's like
was-
literally Harry Potter. That's so cool.
So I slept here, and my grandma slept here.
Aw.
Yep.
Katinas. What?
Up.
Katinas and what?
Katita and Bella, the cat and the mouse. And then this is like the roof, I think. This is the roof. But don't step on it.
It's the roof. Don't step on it?
Yeah, careful. I don't know how solid it is. He made this whole house by hand.
Wait, he built this?
He built this by hand for just my grandpa.
No
He
way.
built everything by hand. Yeah.
And who slept here? Grandpa?
Yeah.
Sinalis.
Bananas.
So he like, I feel like this is like the master bedroom then.
You put fire in here? It's my grandma and grandpa.
Aw. Got him.
This is
So funny how it smells like, and you know, down in the catacombs and down here. So now you've kissed a boy in this house and every house you've lived in. You look so happy.
I am.
It's almost like Nightmare Before Christmas, like with the doors.
Dude.
You know what I mean? And you walk into the doors and it's like Christmas land or Halloween Town.
So the fork in the road, which way are we going?
Whatever the road less traveled by, really. Very pretty.
I know.
One of thousands.
Two people drown here.
There's leeches in here.
No, not that many.
It's really soft.
I told you our sand here is so soft, and this isn't even the beach district. My grandma said if I fall in, I fall in. She said to send you first.
I love it. It's like so tranquil, is what I would call it. Very cool. I just want to swim like in here and drown. I just want to see these sculptures.
Yeah, they're handcrafted by that guy right there.
It's pretty cool. What if Moses was in there? In the bathtub? His house and bathtub?
I bathed, I didn't even bathe here ever. I just bathed in the lake.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's where you went to shower?
Yeah, and we washed our feet here every day with the warm bucket of water.
Well, we just ran all the way over here. Forest. And yeah, we found one of these things. I have to pee.
The kid in middle school that we're in like Naruto. Pants now.
It's so funny. It literally just tastes like you're drinking bread.
Yeah, rye bread.
Oh, Asha.
Castle.
We're going to Hogwarts.
Oh, this is where the horses came in.
People definitely got pushed off of this and like broke necks. Sansa's dad, that's what it looks like. This is like the area like when they're looking up at the heads
Right.
in Game of Thrones. Oh, and then this just looks like the north. Winterfell.
It's like two Baratheon hunted boars with.
A long and windy staircase. Now we don't have to fight over who gets the throne, because there's two of them. Beautiful. The castle was beautiful. This is beautiful. So we just got to the mall.
My favorite mall.
Favorite mall in the world. Oh yeah, your favorite place. We're gonna go to Chili Pizza today. We are going into Chili Pizza, and apparently there is a fucking ice rink inside of this mall. And also, why does everything look futuristic here too?
I told you.
It's like futuristic here, grocery stores everywhere. Apparently there's hockey in the mall.
All these pizzas are awesome. They're visually here. Like you could choose like anywhere, small, medium, large.
They all look crazy different than anything in America. I think this is the cool idea. It's like how different the pizza is. It's gonna taste incredibly different.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. He didn't get the middle.
My OCD is going crazy right now. What kind of pizza?
A student pizza, studentishkas.
And I got the signature chili pizza. What is on yours?
Olives, ham, sausages, cheese, garlic sauce.
On mine, I believe, is ham, onions. It's minced beef, I believe. Chilies. Everyone eats it with forks and knives here, but I'm from America.
Rebel. Talking New York.
Definitely different than any pizza I've ever had. I recommend. I would definitely get again. 10 out of 10. I don't know.
Natural.
It tastes good. It just tastes delicious. I'm definitely gonna crave it in America, and it's gonna suck. And I'm gonna be craving black currants, and it's gonna really, really be a bummer that I'm not having either.
Oh, this is where they make the pyramids that are really good here.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah. Oh wow.
This is Maxima XXXX.
So there's Maxima. There's Maxima X. Maxima X. So we got a bunch of fishies. And this is all the fishies. And they look so pretty.
Oh my god.
They brought them back.
Yeah, it's in a different form. It used to be a pizza form, but I can't believe it. These were my favorite.
Spirals, ketchup, Cheetos. What are these? Ham and toast? Cheese ham toast Cheetos. It's 11 p.m. and the sun is still sort of up. Good morning.
Who wants breakfast?
We have pickles and Ida's favorite sausages that she was, one of her favorite that she was raised on.
The packaging was different.
And they do something very interesting that I haven't seen, is they put, she did this in LA once and I was so confused, but they put little sausages on their pickles, cucumbers. But right now we got a new little, what are you gonna do?
Chop up delicious, okay.
So this is how it's different. It's just like a different thing and it's not covered in choco latte. And is there raisins in it?
Yep.
What's a lazy boy?
I don't know. I don't know what's in it.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to find out. It's almost like donut is inside of it, and then chocolate frosting is on the outside.
Cheese that my grandma gets from the market. It has cinnamon on top.
Are you eat picada?
Picada.
It reminds me when I used to put cinnamon in my cottage cheese.
I've been looking for these since I was like 10 years old.
And she's super excited, and I really hope they don't just taste like oregano. Because apparently you guys think it tastes, that's all oregano.
It is like oregano.
It's so oregano-y. I got her Russian ketchup Cheetos from, like, online. It's like ketchup hot fries. So we're in Old Town. We're on the Old Town Road. We got the cathedral. Very cool. Oh my gosh. Who are these people? Do you know?
No.
So Arya just told me some facts. Lithuania was the last country to convert to Christianity because it used to be pagan. So apparently this dude right here had a dream to make a city. He was like, yo, I gotta make a city. I want to be powerful or something. And then he had a dream that a metal wolf came to him and said some shit. And he was like, oh damn, wolf, like, you smart. And the wolf was like, ooh. And then yeah, that's how Lithuania became a country. So now we're really on the Old Town Road. Old brick buildings, dope, some strings or whatever. Very cool. So that's where we were. Oldest Chinese restaurant in Vilnius. Ida's favorite restaurant. Chinese food in Lithuania. Wonder how it's gonna be.
That's my favorite thing to drink here.
Vegetables. What kind of vegetables?
I have no idea. He just forced it upon us. Wow.
So it's caramelized fried fruit.
Yep. Oh. And then you dip it.
It's like bananas Foster. Like caramelized bananas, caramel bananas. It did not taste like American Chinese food at all. Completely different. And the dessert was a dessert that I never thought existed. It was very interesting. It tasted like one of those sesame seed snacks. And now behind us, we have this castle. Ooh, does not smell good in here. We're gonna go up to the castle and then we're gonna go get a coffee because she's tired. We made it to the top. Is that Seattle over there? That tower?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. When?
That's not a lie.
1948. Dun 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 dun. Red Roof Inn. There's a bunch of Red Roof Inn. It's a lot of motels. Oh my god, there's more stairs. Holy shit. Huh? Oh really? They held hands and everything? Yeah. That's cool. Oh, that's cool up there. So we are very tired right now. Yeah. We just went in this church. There was no photography allowed. So, oh, it's not a church. It's a castle. There was this really cool 3D, not 3D. It was like a VR 360 thing. Yeah. You could look all the way around and see like how Vilnius was built. And then Italy had a collab. They collabed on a nice castle. And
this is it.
Yeah, and you can tell there's a difference. Very cool. Rebuilt it. We're gonna play with some cats. Here's a cute little thing of cat treats. Aria was gonna make the cat sit, and then she realized it's not a dog. I'm allergic to cats. So this is
Kivis. It's like a chicken football wrap thing with like butter inside. See? Butter.
It's like a chicken nugget with butter.
Gummy bears. Just swing on these.
Gummy bears and swing on the swings.
Yeah. He busted his kneecap, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, that hurt really bad.
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh, stop. Everything's going like this.
Oh shit. Break me off a piece of that Ritter Sport. That's really good.
What'd you make?
Bread, cheese, and smoked meat.
What kind of meat is that?
Skalendus.
Splendus?
Barščiai. It's called barščiai. Nes
Sour
mes norim
crema.
dokumentuoti viską, žinai.
Tomates, cucumbras.
The
What is this? Pasta and chicken? Chicken
sauce is number good.
I don't know what's on this pasta and the chicken, the sauce, but it is delicious. So here's the river. Looks beautiful. Sunset. I'll zoom in on the hot air ballonas. Auto ballonas. Ballones. And then over here is like in $1 million pipe, apparently. We got Lithuanian McDonald's right here. Apparently it's way better.
I like it.
We're gonna try it out and see if it's better than the USA.
Oh, this one's really good.
Oh.
Nuggets, bestsellers.
Bestsellers.
There's complexes and there's just like bites.
Complexes?
Yeah.
What's a complex?
I don't feel that lazy.
They're leans instead of seats.
I think that's so cool.
They're leans, so you know, demonstrate. This is Mick Cafe. It looks 1,000 times better than our Mick Cafe. So we just got our food. It was $15. I'll show you what we got. We got that bacon mayo fries. We got a cup for some water. We got Coke. Let's pop the top on this if I can. Oh shit. That looks fucking delicious. Oh my god, that looks even fucking better. I should have got that one. And then she got a book in Lithuanian. And then this is my glorious Big Tasty. Look at that Big Tasty boy. Oh yeah. It's freeze-dried strawberries. It tastes like Special K, like the cereal. That is like, okay, so American McDonald's skimps on the Oreos when you get it. And I think the M&Ms as well. But this one, decent. But the caramel one is amazing, and it's loaded with caramel. The fries taste the same, but I'm gonna try it with the bacon and everything. It's just a mouthful of mayonnaise. And the bacon is like flakes. It's not bacon bits, it's like bacon flakes. Bacon tasty time. That's what we're really here for. Oh yes. I only could say two things about it. It's big and it's tasty. Just because it's a European McDonald's doesn't make it like a 5-star restaurant. It's still a McDonald's, so it still tastes like fast food. The fries still taste like fast food. This isn't the best ice cream in the world, obviously. It's still McDonald's. Don't think this is gonna be a mind-blowing Michelin star meal. It's still McDonald's. That's where the real difference lies between American and Lithuanians McDonald's is the meat and cheese. So we just went to McDonald's and now we're at a restaurant right after. It looks really cool here too. I don't know what this is called, but I feel like I'm in a jungle. So we moved outside and this is what it looks like.
Oh, it is mayo, huh?
Damn it.
How cool is that? Oh shit, and there's a light too. We're on our way to Palanga. We just saw someone at the bus station with a bucket of mushrooms. So we are on the bus to Palanga, and I wanted to try this bubblegum gnome ice cream. I don't know what it's called. How do you say this? Bubblegum ice cream, single serve. Definitely meant for a 3-year-old to eat, not someone my age. It's like good for a second because they nailed the flavor. Now I'm going to try creamy forest mushroom Lay's. It looks like it was photoshopped to be funny, like one of those memes. It just tastes like regular, like salted Lay's. I was hoping for something very strange. I just wanted to say that I got really excited because I tasted mushroom in this. So we just got to Palanga. This is a school apparently. Looks like a kind of like a prison a little bit. So we just got to our hotel in Palanga. We got the double beds, the split, I think, right?
It's a whole mattress.
Oh, it's a whole mattress? Cool. It's just how they do their thing. It's not huge. Definitely, I think overpaying for it. But it's very nice and new, yeah. She gives a discount? Oh, then we're paying perfect price. Good. AC. Okay. And then this is our balcony. It's our patio. Right here. It's not big. And then here's our bathroom. Oh, the bathroom's nice. So this is our hallway. And this is our little terrace balcony thing. Wow, this is really cool actually. Palanga Central Street something, Main Street, like Central Center. Yeah, we're starting the center. Pretty flowers. Cool stuff. It's like Venice Beach, Hollywood Boulevard, except a lot less crowded, a lot more clean, and not blasting ghetto music. So we are at a restaurant now. We're gonna eat. They made us move our table like 16 times.
Yeah.
It was 3, not 16.
Sonoy Hansa.
Sonoy Hansa.
Old hands.
Old hands. And apparently they sell cigarettes here. Here we got a nice little brewski on a nice breezy day. Feels really good, really relaxing. We got a kava. That's like really good.
Probably my new favorite beer.
That's like one of my faves.
They need to import this.
Cold beetroot soup. What is it called?
Beef carpaccio.
Beef carpaccio, because she loves eating the flesh of beefs. So here is what Lithuania is known for, their dish. These are koldūnai. It is dumplings with beef. They're homemade, and I believe these are probably homemade as well. So
The inside is full of meat. Definitely different from the LT days.
completely different than LT days.
Do you see why I hated it so much?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I didn't even want you to have it at LT days.
It's all around better, and that's amazing. Cepeline is dope. Koldūnai, also very good. Smelled like ass. It's like satisfying.
It's been forever since I've had this.
Good.
A little snail. Look. Have you ever felt sand this smooth? Look at it.
This is very soft.
I know, it's like flour.
It is like flour, wow.
Yeah. I love Palanga.
The sand doesn't get really hot though.
No.
It's like, it's
Sometimes it
hot
does.
out, but it doesn't feel hot. How cold is the water right now? Do you know?
No, I have no idea.
It feels like an ice bath. Like
Remember
actually.
we looked up temperatures of the ocean and it was like an unhealthy degree.
It's like the coldest fucking water I've ever been in. Besides when I skinny dipped in a pool in like 0 degree weather.
Liam Donaghey is swimming in freezing temperatures. Oh yeah.
She buried me. We're on the bridge, the pier. A bunch of people are fishing. And apparently it's just so weird to me that a beach connects to a bunch of forests. Pretty quiet. Like the Santa Monica Pier is crazy busy and like insanely like loud. Sun is setting, and as you see, the elderly gather here in the benches. That is so cool. It's ice cream time. So it's 4 a.m. in Palanga. I have to go to the bathroom and check out these lights. So apparently the women's bathroom has it, but the men's bathroom doesn't.
You just sniff that.
I just tried smelling this and it blasted me in the nose. We made it to Nida, and now we're looking for the beach. So we're eating at a restaurant in Nida, and then we're gonna go to the beach. And this is
Żydny z leśnogów. It's just
oh, it's peas and
peas and ham. Yeah.
peas and ham. But isn't it called spurge or something?
Yeah.
So the potato pancakes just came. Apparently, Arya says they are different here than in America, and they definitely are. And Arya got Chinese food. This is what we're working with. So as you can tell, these are very different. They're not like shredded. It's almost like grated potato paste. It's pretty good. If you see in the distance, right there, apparently that's a territory of Russia, right? Or it is Russia. Yeah, this oddly tastes exactly like a lollipop. It's strange. So we have forest, we have beach, and we have like farmland. We got some like barren land right here, and then we have a desert up here. The best of 5 worlds. And now we have a swamp.
So green.
Very green. That's north?
Yeah. No, this is active.
North. The north. What is this? We made it. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up.
See that boat? That's the boat that stopped us.
Really? So there's a boat like right in the middle.
Like, see where it starts getting bold?
Very sandy.
That's where we did it.
So that's where, wow. So that's where Russia starts then?
No, Russia starts. Yeah, it's technically starting
Like a little over there.
Right over the green patch, I think.
Right when, right when it gets.
Right, but I think like I got something on my phone that said "Welcome to Russia" when I went down there.
So yeah, this is
Down there, see?
gorgeous though. Crows. We made it to near the beach. Alright, I'm on the nudist beach. Alright, so we are on our last day / morning in Palanga. We're back to Palanga from Nida, having some espresso. So
Smoked eel.
yeah, smoked
It's a
eel.
delicacy here. It's super expensive. Everybody buys it out. I mean, look at his head. Look at it. Hello.
I'm actually very scared to try this. It looks
too.
absolutely disgusting.
I'm
and
allergic
it smells.
to eel.
Yeah, she's allergic to eel.
I already took an antihistamine because I need to try it. I'm not gonna let it stop me. I mean, people eat this and drink it with beer. It's really good.
Actually,
Wow. Yeah, you kind of have to eat it with your hands.
maybe you shouldn't eat too much though.
I mean, my allergy would just go away on the bus. I'm not gonna die from it.
I feel weird eating something that's like kind of been out on a table. That's actually pretty good. It's like
I
oily.
already feel it starting to.
Maybe you shouldn't eat too much
Yeah,
then.
I know. Hold up.
It looks gross, but it tastes good. So this is him. This is the guy that gave his life for our consumption. Then here, on the back of it, we got some eel jello.
Look at that vertebrae.
Ew. So people just get drunk and eat this? How much was it again?
35 euros.
Oh, wow.
The other one was 50. It was just a little fatter.
So we're on the bus. We got limited edition Moonlight Blue Dadu ice cream. It just looks so like disappointing.
I like it.
It tastes like blue. If I had to describe it in one flavor, it'd be blue.
Definitely.
Sweet chili Crunchos Cheetos. They're like American Cheetos.
More crispy.
I like these a lot. Chili Cheetos. Best Cheetos. So at the bottom of the cone is the yellow stuff, and it's a lot of it in one place, and it kind of tastes like very musky cologne. Here's a little lobster guy. We have a dubla roasted corn bar. I think it's a Lithuanian candy bar of some sort, so I thought I'd get it because it looks crazy. It tastes good. I like it, but also it's not like crazy impressive. I don't taste like corn really.
We have to pay to go to the bathroom here, so go ahead. Oh god, babe, are you okay? Oh god. Cutting chicken, smoked chicken. How is it?
I like it a lot, actually.
Heavy whipped cream gelatin type thing. I just used to eat this with tea all the time.
With tea? It
Yeah,
looks delicioso.
It is.
It tastes like cheese, like the cheese curd stuff in the little bars.
Yeah.
Oh, it's condensed milk.
Yes. Funny how he knows what's.
What's it called? Oh,
Waffles.
waffles.
You can cut the squares like this.
That's the middle. It looks like a little honeycomb. Caramelis. Layers. Very good. Ben & Jerry's topped. Love is buttery brown sugar ice cream with pink salted caramel cups and cookie swirl, a pink topping, and chunks. And it looks crazy. This looks amazing. You just go in, I guess.
Whoa.
Wow. Look, it's just
That's cool. It's like a nice thick layer.
I would die for this. So right now we're gonna make cepeline. It's pretty much like a big dumpling stuffed with meat. It's like the Lithuanian. We've already had one during this trip, but her grandma's gonna make it, and apparently it's so much better when grandmothers make this. So I'm really excited to try it. Pretty much how I describe it is it's a big, thick gnocchi stuffed with meat. And then you pair it with sour cream and bacon / onion mix, like grilled. It's really good.
Ну, хорошо. Sakyk nedaug,
Just a
kad
little bit of water.
šlapia
Just a little bit
nebūtų.
of water. So it'll be wet.
Kad šlapia ir daug.
And then play with it like back and forth, make it into a football. Football.
Nu ką, dabar tu vieną.
Futuristic grocery store. I feel way more comfortable eating meat here than I do in America. It just looks way more organized and clean. My favorite things in the entire world. This is inappropriate. For America, sweet chili flavor, cheese balls, quail eggs, ketchup Cheetos, and definitely ham and cheese and ham toast Cheetos. And we're gonna get the spirals and ketchup Cheetos because we're fucking nuts about foreign snacks. Nishtukas. Church. Nestea.
So good.
I got my coconut ice cream. And it's fucking delicious. So this is a quail egg. It's like a cute little toy. I like it. It tastes like an egg. A little less eggy though. They just picked off these cucumbers / pickles
Off their garden.
off their like branches in their garden, and they're prickly. I had no clue, but they actually like hurt your fingers. So it's our last night. We're both very sad. I'm gonna eat this now.
Should I put this one on that side? Because the wheels.
We got Finnish Burger King.
The curry is so good.
It needs curry. Burger King was only good because of the curry sauce, am I right?
So good.
Because they didn't have mayo on it, because she doesn't like mayo. Alright, I'm back in Los Angeles. We got our dog. He was very excited. Dukas was very happy to see us. It is 8 a.m. Normally I wake up at 8 p.m. But so my sleeping schedule was really fucked up before I went on the trip to Lithuania. Now I get to see the beautiful mornings. Ew. Oh my god. Billy is not looking good. He's seen a lot better days than that. It was a wonderful trip. Great experience. Beautiful everything. I think it made me appreciate where I live too. I made a list of places that I want to travel, that I have traveled. And I don't think I hate California. I do sometimes, but it's beautiful. It's just, I feel like it's depending how you look at things. Overall, the trip was great. It was beautiful. It was fun. I had great food. Her grandparents were great. I'm kind of excited to be back, even though I'm not happy to be back at the same time, because I like traveling. I realized that's something I need to do more. I learned a lot on this trip for my personal self in growth, not just learning a lot about Lithuania, but learning about like everything in life, and I guess growing up and becoming who I should be and striving to be better. But yeah, so pretty much that's the video. Check out my other videos, more stuff coming soon. I'm not quite sure. I'm still trying to figure out what I want my channel to be. I think it's just gonna be a mix of everything, because that's what I want to do, because I'm gonna do what I want to fucking do. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and have a great day.
Good morning, Wayfam from Vilnius, Lithuania.
My name is Ashley and this is my husband Josh. Welcome to our channel.
We sold everything to travel the world, and now we want to share with you the way away.
So subscribe down below for more adventures.
Alright, first things first, we have left our Airbnb. If you want to see the place that we just stayed at, watch yesterday's video.
It's super cute.
It was really cool, really cute. But we're not actually staying in Vilnius today. We are going on a road trip through Lithuania. So let me grab my bags that I've got stowed here behind this corner. We're gonna call a taxi with Taxify, head to the airport, get a car, and head out on a road trip. Also in yesterday's video, Taxify failed us massively, but this time it worked right away. It's 2 minutes away.
It's not raining outside.
It's not raining outside. I think we're all right.
We finally get to rent cars because we were a driver's license, and now it's our favorite way to travel. So we're just gonna spend a few days with the car. We had to come to the airport to pick it up. I think it's this way, but we'll have to find it. There are a lot of rental car options. I chose this one because it was the cheapest I can find online. Josh has been there a while, so I'm hoping everything's okay. We learned that our Visa cards actually give us insurance. I'm not sure how that works, but supposedly we don't have to pay any extra for the insurance. So for 2 days, it's about $30 for us to rent this car. To us, it's worth it because we get to see a little bit more of the country. Now he's been in there a really long time. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, looks like you're in the car?
Yeah, well, we have to go check it out.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So Josh asked me if I remember what I rented. I remember renting just the smallest and cheapest car that was available. He said that's what I got, so we'll see what it looks like. Alright, clicking the little button. Try to see if it clicks. Beep beep. Someone took our car.
I suppose your car looks like this one, but it's not that one. It has different license plates.
Okay.
So we're trying to find.
No problem. Can I just have a pic of anyone here? Yeah, we'll walk around.
No, because.
Shoot. Well, they're looking for the car. How to go in there, Josh? You took a long time. I was getting worried.
I read the whole contract and everything, and they wanted me to sign it in Lithuanian, and I said, no, I'll sign the English contract, and she's like, well, you need to sign the Lithuanian, and I said, well, you understand English, and I understand English, and I don't understand Lithuanian, so I cannot sign the Lithuanian because I can't agree to this. So they gave me a little bit of a hard time, but she ended up saying, sure, it's fine. They probably weren't trying to rip me off, but if they have an English contract, I'm gonna sign that over a foreign language contract.
Yeah, so, interesting, but it didn't cost any more money or anything.
No, I mean, you still have to put a hold on your credit card, and we declined the additional insurance because Chase Visa gives us coverage for insurance on our credit card.
That's
so
awesome. We didn't
make
know
sure
about
you
that.
don't accept the additional coverage. It's a good tip.
It adds up. It's actually more than renting the car if you get the additional coverage. So yeah, it was like $30 for us to rent this car for 2 days. It would have been probably around $100 if we would have gotten the extra insurance, but because we have Visa, we're totally fine. Is that our car? No. Dang it. It's cute though. Mystery solved. Our car is at the car wash right now, so they went to go grab it and they will bring it back for us and then we'll be on our road trip. When I saw him coming around the corner, I got so excited. It's a tiny yellow Fiat. It is. How cute. Okay, we're gonna call it Bumblebee. This is our car's name while we go. Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, it's so cute. All right, it's all set. This baby's ours. And look at the interior. Can you get any cuter? Oh my gosh. In the yellow. I love this little car, my little Bumblebee.
Oh, I have to learn how to get in cars again. It's been a while.
You're a little big for this one, huh?
Actually, look at this. I got tons of room up here. I've got like 6 inches up ahead. So Ashley's best friend had or has, I can't recall, has one of these cars, and I remember sitting in it going, wow, this is pretty roomy. Now the back absolutely sucks. You don't want anything but infants back there, really. Actually, technically, they should be in the front seat with the seat facing reverse.
What do you know? You don't have any kids.
We've been through this earlier. My point is, this car is pretty nice.
Super cute, except it's manual, and that's why Josh gets to be in charge, because I, for one, am not great at manual.
So, let's hit the road and visit Lithuania. Okay, where to first?
I think the B. Yep, B up there.
All right.
That is where the walk should be in the forest.
Okay, 1 hour, 18 minutes drive.
Nice. Maybe we'll stop and get something to eat on the way.
Sounds good.
We're on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Loving being in Lithuania on the road again. Who knew they had an IKEA in Lithuania?
What? 30 euro hot dogs?
30 cents?
Yeah, 30 euro cent hot dogs? We're going there.
IKEA for lunch?
Yes, ma'am. We're trying to be cultural, you know? So we're gonna get IKEA hot dogs here in Lithuania.
Do as the locals do. I've never seen these little carts, and you get a tray and you have to cart it. I'm so excited.
For real, it's a cart tray?
Yeah. Are you gonna carry your cart?
I mean, yeah.
So we literally walked through all of IKEA to get out of here.
You know how it goes. It's been about 2 hours. We're hungry again.
Distracted by Josh, and then I looked out my window and there was a giant moose. Massive out in that field. I don't know if I captured him. We were just lazily walking. That is so cool. For some reason, seeing wildlife when like it's not curated is like the coolest thing ever. It's just awesome.
Curated wildlife.
Yeah, like
this is the wildlife art gallery.
Is that what that means? like a tour where you sit down, like a safari.
Yeah, sure. Or in a zoo.
That's curated, right? That makes sense.
Yes.
Like set up for you.
Yeah.
In a way to look at.
Yeah.
Like art.
Okay. We're gonna get some gas.
They're picking up all the apples.
We are in a village. I already paid. I think he has to hit the switch again. Hooray! He hit the switch. He saw me coming. I don't know exactly how big this tank is, and just to be safe, I'm only gonna put 20 euro in. I figure that's probably enough to get a good size amount in this tank. Ah, okay.
What?
Right, okay. So I just gotta watch it myself here. I think I had to manually put it in. Thank you.
We've turned down a bumpy road. It's not paved, it's more like rocks that's been put on the road, and it says we have like 17 kilometers until we get there. Supposedly, this is a secret thing to do in Lithuania. I don't know how many people have done it, but I'm looking forward to it.
Essentially, it's a giant cobblestone road.
Yeah, in the forest.
And yeah, we got a ways to go still.
We'll see where it takes us, I guess.
Take it back. The gravel has given way to dirt.
We made it to the Lithuanian forest. I can see the stairs right back there of where we're gonna go. We are going to do a treetop walk, I guess. It has a lot of really great reviews, so I'm figuring it's gonna be pretty cool. There are cars here. When we were driving here, I was thinking, maybe this is just some random thing, but no, it looks like other people come here too.
And I tried to say the name in Lithuanian, but it's way too difficult. And translated, it literally means treetop walking trail.
Yeah.
So literally just type treetop walking trail Lithuania into Google, and you'll find this.
I found it on Pinterest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you Puntukas. Not the third, not the fourth, but the second largest boulder in all of Lithuania. This rock is incredibly special. As you can see, it is situated here with a facade carved into the, a relief carved into the form. It's a big rock, is what I'm trying to say. It's the second largest in all of Lithuania. This is a big deal, you guys.
What's the difference between a rock and a boulder?
Think rocks are handheld sized, boulders are bigger than 2 men can carry.
Huh.
That's my definition.
Into the forest!
There's a bunch of really cool information about Puntukas if you read Lithuanian.
We don't want to rush through this thing, but we hear
I hear shrill voices behind us, the sounds of little children. There's an entire tour bus of children coming this way. We have to hurry.
It was so peaceful until they
we
got
were
on
like,
the bus.
the nature, it's so wonderful. And then all of a sudden,
we can't rush through this. We need to take our time. We can just let them go ahead of us.
they have to still probably buy the tickets and all kinds of stuff.
We do too. Did you buy tickets?
I don't know.
No, you didn't. Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh. Yeah. We're gonna be surrounded by children the entire time, honey. You can take pictures of mushrooms later.
I'm not rushing through this. I'm not allowing you to rush me.
It's not me rushing you.
Yes,
it's
it
the
is.
Children rushing you.
No.
We've climbed up to the entrance. There's a nice gentleman sitting in the booth to sell us tickets. It's only €1 each to do this. Now that could be because I've heard like, oh, it's just a walking trail and it's above the trees. For €1, you can go take a beautiful walk through the forest at tree level. That's pretty cool. Yep. Hey.
The reason why I'm so excited to be doing this is because it's fall and a lot of the trees are changing color. Like this one. Right there, you see the yellow right there? That is so pretty. I love fall, I love the trees changing color, and we missed it last year because we were in warmer weather. Having fall right now this season, I've already said it a few times in our videos, but it's amazing and I am soaking it in.
Do you hear that?
They're coming!
Oh, run!
I'd rather just let them pass me.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, this thing is quite short, as the review said.
Yeah,
We're basically at the end, and we've been taking our time, for sure, and it's taken us like 5 minutes.
Is it worth renting a car and coming all the way out here for this? No, I don't think so. But since we are stopping at a few different places, I think it's worth it.
Yeah, we're taking this opportunity to get out of the city and just see nature and see Lithuania.
I love being in nature. It
So,
smells so good.
in that way, it's worth
fresh.
it.
Yeah, I love it.
And like an earthquake, it was over so suddenly. I say earthquake because the whole thing, the whole structure is shaking. Yeah. It feels secure, but I just think it's funny that it's going whoa.
Check-in to our Airbnb. Super cute. It's in a family's home.
And I'm not saying Ashley's been messing up a lot lately, but I am saying that we had plans to go somewhere else today, and they're not the plans we thought they were.
We planned to go to Witch's Hill. When I put it in my map, it showed that it was close to here. Somehow, something got switched around.
To clarify, that's why we came out here.
No, not that.
Well, then did we come out for? Did we come out for the forest walk? The one that you said it wasn't worth coming out for?
Josh is planning our next trip.
It's true, I can't really fault her too much because she does all the planning while I'm working on stuff.
So...
And I really don't know where we're going.
Instead, we're going to sushi for dinner.
Yeah.
But I am really upset about it because I really wanted to go to this Witch's Hill. It was supposed to be a bunch of wood carvings in on a trail type thing. If you guys do come to Lithuania, check it out. Let me know how it is. I would love to know. Alright, here we are. Our little Airbnb with so much natural light. I love it. I am exhausted. It's only 7 p.m. I screwed up on the last location, but I'm kind of happy about it because I'm so pooped. So I hope we encouraged you to get out and travel today, and we'll see you in the next video, which would be tomorrow, I think. Okay,
and make sure to check out our Instagrams because we got lots of pictures from all of these adventures.
So many cool pictures. Instagram's below. Good night, Way Fam. See you later.
It is Friday, but not an average Friday, because Connor and I are about to board a flight to Lithuania.
We're gonna go surprise Funky Brian.
That's my brother, and he's playing in a band that has a gig in Lithuania, and he doesn't know we're going.
Vytauto 53. Pati.
We just got to our Airbnb, and there's like a little photo shoot going on outside. I feel like it's like a Lithuanian Instagrammer or something. I'm struck by the fact that I just came to a new country, don't know the language, don't know anyone here. It feels, you know, pretty foreign to me. And there is a group of young women doing the exact same thing that I would be doing with my friends in London or in New York, because we're all just the same when it comes down to it, right? At least in Instagram world. Yeah. So I just called my parents because I wanted to tell them that Connor and I are gonna surprise Brian, and Dad picked up and was like, hey, where's Mom? Is Mom around? There's something I wanna tell you guys like together.
And what did I say?
He's gonna think you're pregnant.
And what did he think?
He's like, oh my God, I thought you were pregnant.
Whew.
I was like, no,
not ready for that.
Not pregnant, Dad. just in Lithuania. All right, the surprise time has come. All right, so he'll be just sitting eating breakfast, not expecting us to show up at all. I'm kind of nervous, but mostly excited. Good morning! We're here to see your show!
Oh, what? Oh, it's so great to see you guys.
So you were just sitting, eating breakfast?
Yeah, just chilling with my band like I have been every morning on this tour. I cannot think of a moment where I have been so surprised. That you guys coordinated it without a bit of knowledge on my part. I was none the wiser.
With the help of the amazing Carla. This is Carla!
Great to surprise Brian, because he's always like, oh, let's plan, what's the plan, what's the plan? The plan is that you're gonna be surprised.
Let's help everyone with the Lithuanian language basics. Hello.
Labas.
Thank you.
Ačiū.
Different than ačiū.
Not ačiū. Ačiū.
Sorry.
Atsiprašau.
Cheers.
Į sveikatą.
Į sveikatą.
Hello.
So let me tell you guys what Mississippi Heat is. It's a Chicago blues band. They play all over the world, and Brian's theory with their popularity is actually the further away they get from Chicago, the more popular they get. And this would prove to be true because here in Palanga, Lithuania, the show is sold out tonight. Behind the music, Mississippi Heat, we got backstage passes. Are you guys ready for the show?
Yes.
On bass, Mr. Brian Quinn. Welcome up, Brian.
10 traditional Lithuanian dishes you need to try. And of course I couldn't go to a new country without trying all of the amazing things there are to eat. So I had so many incredible dishes. Lithuania is really good at comfort food. And the members of Brian's band were incredibly gracious and welcoming to us. There was Carla the singer, and Peter, who started the band, on harmonica. Terrence is a drum player like no other, and Michael is a blues man to the core. So the show was amazing, and we had to get a little Lithuania dancing on too. Lithuania, you have been great. It was such a great trip, so great to hang with Brian and his band. And who knows, maybe I'll be back.